Welcome in, everybody. Ty Bartell in with a Crestview baseball player's profile as we go into Carter Blakeman's first player profile here on Running Point. And Carter, I guess first and foremost, just got to ask how we doing today.
We're doing pretty good. It's bright and early. I already getting my morning routine done, but yeah. How are you?
We're doing good as well this season, Carter. And I mean, you guys are doing pretty good with the Rebels pretty well this season as well. Describe to me this season experience from you being one of the senior leaders on it, what this experience has been like from you, from your perspective so far.
Well, this year is a little more important because it is my senior year, and it also has been bad at the same time because all this weather. A lot of our games have been canceled. We've missed about 10 games that we were supposed to play.
When you have that much rain that is going on in a season two, and you never know if you're going to be playing, when you're going to be playing, or even where you're going to be playing, what does that kind of do to you mentality-wise as an athlete, and how do you kind of go into each day not knowing if there's a game or where it's even going to be?
It makes me want to work that much harder, so I know I'll be that much more ready for when we do have a game.
You guys are obviously we're in the thick of it this season too. You have a great record. We're competitive in the conference. However, that last night, that loss to Champion too, is it puts you out of the conference race for right now. How do you guys kind of bounce back from that with the tournament up and coming, though? Still, obviously, a very good baseball team, though. But how do you guys kind of bounce back from a loss like that?
We're going to use that as motivation to see what we need to work on, fix those problems, and then come out and be ready for tournament.
You're one of the senior leaders on this team, and you're willing to do just about anything. You play almost every single position, it looks like, too.
Yeah.
With playing so many different positions, do you find yourself having to change your mentality going into a different position, whether it be outfield, infield, catching, what have you?
No, I give 110% everywhere I go. It doesn't matter. I'm always ready to do whatever I have to do to help us win.
Do you have a favorite position that you like playing over others?
I mean, I prefer the infield, nowhere specific, but yeah.
I know some people have done the gauntlet of all. I know some have tried to do as many as they can. What is the most positions you've ever played in a single baseball game?
I'm gonna have to say I've done 5 in one game.
What were the positions that were played in that one? Do you remember them offhand?
I believe it was center, short, third, first, and second.
Just ran the gauntlet on the infield too, and a little bit of outfield as well. What out of all the baseball parks, being a senior that you've gotten to play in, obviously other than home field, other than Crestview, what's one baseball field or a park that you've gotten to play in that really stands out in your mind as one of your favorites?
What about for like summer ball?
We could do summer ball, yeah. Any kind of park works.
All right. Well, over the last couple summers, we played at Wild Thing Stadium. It's a minor league field in PA. That's probably one of my favorite fields to play at.
And every baseball player also we know is usually, I mean, there's a some that aren't, but they're usually it's the sunflower seeds and it's the Gatorade. So I gotta ask, what is Carter Blakeman's Gatorade and sunflower seed combination?
My Gatorade would have to be grape, and my sunflower seeds would have to be dill pickle.
Would you have a different flavor of Gatorade or sunflower seed if you were able to have your brand on it? If it was Carter Blakeman's brand of sunflower seed or Gatorade, or would you just put it on a flavor that already exists? Would you put it on your favorites, or would you create a new one?
I'd probably just put it on one that already exists.
Well, the Carter Blakeman's the dill pickle and grape combo. Looking at this though, and being that you are one of the seniors on this team, it's obviously a time for reflection. Going back to your freshman year and when you were a freshman with Crestview, or freshman in general too, in high school, I should say, what was a player you looked up to as a freshman that really kind of you feel shaped or helped you shape the player that you are today?
Devin Turvey was a senior when I was a freshman, and he kind of took me under his wing and showed me what I need to work on and just how things roll on the varsity squad.
Flip that around, though, to being one of the seniors now. Would you say that there's players on this team, underclassmen, that you are mentoring now, or that you've kind of tried to take under your wing and kind of show them the ropes of how Crestview baseball is to be played going forward?
Yeah, I'm trying to show all the freshmen what Devin Turvey showed me when I was a freshman.
Name out some of those examples or some of kind of that advice that he gave you that's really stuck out in your head so much.
It's more than about winning and losing. It's more about playing the game, doing it right, having good sportsmanship, and just passing it on to other people so they know how to play the game that way.
What's one of the most impactful coaches you've had in your career, and why were they impactful to you?
I have to go with my high school coach, Coach Whitaker. He's also shown me about how to have good sportsmanship and just play the game right.
When you're looking at your entirety of your baseball career, is there a favorite game or a game that stands out in your mind?
Well, one of my favorite games would have to be my game against Salem last year with my back-to-back home runs against them.
Would you consider that your best hit too? If we're gonna make it even smaller and go from a game to just a single hit, would you see one of those home runs as the best hit, or would you say there's another hit that kind of stands out in your mind?
Those are the only ones that stand out in my mind right now.
Big home runs hit against Salem too, no doubt. That's in the memory bank. How about a non-baseball memory that's happened with the team, whether it's a team bonding exercise or something that you've gotten to experience with this team? Favorite non-baseball memory you've had?
We all went out bowling this year and went out to dinner, and it was just a cool bonding moment for all of us.
Who ran the bowling lanes? Who was winning it?
I did.
You ran the bowling lane. just slight confidence in that one. Yeah, I ran the bowling lanes. Talk to me too. Are there any other hidden talents or any other sports that you're kind of really good at too that people maybe don't know about you?
Well, I've played soccer for 4 years, and this year we made a state final run.
All right.
I like to play pickup basketball at the community center with a bunch of guys. I started bowling this year for high school. Just senior year, why not do something different?
Little bit of everything too. And in saying that, and being a senior for Crestview, what would be your advice for any underclassmen, whether they're going into sports or just underclassmen in general, adjusting to the high school life and the high school program at Crestview and the teams and everything? What would be some of your advice for some underclassmen coming into Crestview?
There's going to be people better than you. Don't let that get to you. Keep putting in the hard work, and you'll eventually get where you want to be.
All right, Carter, before we get to your rapid fire questions, I do want to give you a chance to kind of just talk to me about what this Crestview community has meant to you and what it means to you to kind of wear that Rebels across your chest.
The community is amazing here. When we went to our state finals run for soccer, everyone was just always coming up to us and talking to us and being so supportive. We had so many people there at that game, and people still come. A lot of people come to these baseball games and just show all their support for us, and it means a lot to be a Crestview Rebel.
Quick follow-up before we get to your rapid fire, though. Would you say that experience and the success that you've had in the soccer season kind of helped you adjust to this baseball season and kind of carry some of that success over and that kind of winning mentality?
Yeah, it does. It makes you feel like nothing is too hard. Anything is possible. You can win any game you believe in.
All right, Carter, let's get to your rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right. First and foremost, cats or dogs?
Dogs.
All right. If you were to have a dream pet, what would it be?
A lion.
Lion. Go to lazy dinner. If you're not feeling like cooking something up or you want to just eat something real quick, be a little lazy, what's your go-to?
Pizza.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Would you rather make it in your dream job or win the lottery?
Make it my dream job.
What is that dream job, too? Shout it out.
I mean, I think it's every kid's that plays a sport. Dream job is to be a professional athlete.
Get to the majors, absolutely. Do you learn better by watching or by doing?
By doing.
What is the last impulse buy that you had? Last thing you bought on impulse?
Snowboard.
Was it shout out the snowboard? What was it? What kind of snowboard was it?
It was a Versatility.
Awesome. Books or movies?
Movies.
What is your favorite movie if you can name one?
That's
a tough one, I know.
It is. We'll go with Die Hard.
Would you shorten that down to the last movie you've seen in theaters? What's the last one you've seen in the theater?
Last one I've seen in theaters. Jumanji 2.
Pretty good one too. I love that one. They're so funny together. That dynamic of Rock and Kevin Hart. What world record do you think you have the best shot at breaking?
Oh, I have no clue.
What is your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
What is the best thing you've gotten for Christmas?
I like sports, and I got a ping pong table and a pool table, so I have to go with that.
Would you rather go forward or backwards in time?
Backwards.
How far back were you thinking?
10 years.
What do you think people most misunderstand about the sport of baseball?
That's pretty easy, and anyone can do it. But you get in the box and try to hit 90-mile-an-hour fastball and see how easy it is.
Absolutely. I could agree wholeheartedly more with that. Your strongest food belief. And why I say food belief, I could say anything like a hot dog is a sandwich, something along those lines. Do you have a strong-rooted food belief in saying like maybe mushrooms are not food, that's a fungus, something like that?
A vanilla wafer is a cracker, not a cookie.
I love it. I love it. I want to know your favorite superhero.
We'll go with Captain America.
Who is your real life hero?
My dad.
And lastly, Carter, before we let you go, I like to give all of the student athletes an opportunity to thank their support system, those people that have been cheering you along all your way throughout your high school career up until this senior year. So I want to give you that chance to thank your support system now.
I really want to thank my parents for always putting in the time and the effort and driving me to practices and games and missing work to just come and watch me and support me. I'd like to thank my coaches for always pushing me harder to be better. I'd like to thank all my family for always believing in me and knowing that I can do what I can do and being there for me.
Carter Blakeman, the Crestview Rebels senior baseball star, ahead of the tournament as they get ready to make a special run, hopefully one that is highlighted with them visiting Canal Park out there in Akron. Carter, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. We wish you the best of luck in your future season, and we hope the tournament goes as far as it can go.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.